Tyrone, can you talk about the ways you think you're sort of have a better grasp on what you do now in terms of running the team and seeing the whole picture? It seems like these first two games, it seems like you've been very comfortable looking out there.
Yeah, I think, I've just been able to find open guys. I think that my confidence in all these guys is, extremely high. And so when guys are open, I try to just find them in the right spots. And then I have the ball in my hands a lot, majority of the game. And so therefore I can decide when, I want to attack and shoot and when I need to get people involved. So just been trying to make the right plays. Besides
Having good people around you, what do you think the differences in your game are from last year to this year? You've only got 2 turnovers, I think, 15 assists. Seems like your game's really come together nicely.
I don't think I have to force. I don't have to, score the ball as much, but I'm able to get easy looks, which allows me to be a lot more efficient. So yeah, I think it's just, I think I've worked at the free throw line, improved that area, improved my shot. But I think I still take a lot of the same shots, just the shots that I had to sometimes force last year to try to score. I don't have to take those shots anymore.
Do you in fact feel more comfortable running the offense now than in the past?
I've always felt comfortable. I feel the same level.
So you don't feel any like it's developed any further your grasp of things?
I feel like I may look better running the position to people who are looking from the outside in. But like I said, it's because I don't have to force. I can find guys who are open. Guys who are knocking out shots. So it probably makes me look better.
Sam, can you talk a little bit just about how much it helps you to have more scoring weapons around you? Do you feel like you're able to focus more on what you do best, which is facilitating and just defending and just go in, just do those 2 things?
Yeah, I don't really go in with any certain mindset. I'm just trying to make plays like Ty said. But with more options, it's definitely easier just to kind of focus on putting them in positions to be successful, while also being aggressive.
Sam, do you see a difference in the way Ty's playing?
Absolutely. I've had to guard him the past 2 years.
So tell us what that is.
As hard as it was last year, now it's his ability to make open shots has improved a lot. Obviously, you see the free throw line. So now, like, if he's hitting his free throws and he's able to shoot from the outside, it's really hard to guard because he penetrates so well and is able to finish with either hand. And so I've seen a huge improvement even from last year. Even though he had a great year last year, I've seen a huge improvement this year, because I think less pressure is on him to force up shots, and he's able to kind of just play the game, whether he's open or he finds guys. So I've seen a big improvement.
How crazy is it, Tyrone, that you feel less pressure to score, but you're actually so far scoring more?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell. I was trying to tell people all along. It's hard being the number 1 person on the team's scouting report day in and day out, and where they really gear up on you and key on you as far as packing the paint and all those things. And so, with added talent, it makes life easier. You have to defend the guys that we have on the floor. And so with that being said, they can't, you can't sag, you can't help as much. So I see a lot of one-on-one, and that's just, I love it. It's fun to play like that when, they have to guard everybody. If they help, then I have somebody open. That's why I'm able to dish. And so, it's just reading the defense and making the right plays and helping my teammates be successful, and they help me as well.
You made the decision to come back for a variety of reasons, including to finish school. But when you're out there with everybody and it's clicking the way it has so far, and you do have all these other options, are you feeling, boy, this was a good decision I made?
Yeah, I've never looked back. I was excited in the beginning of the year to see, what we can have, and I think, the first 2 games down, I think we played well. I think we still have a lot of room for improvement, but I think we can be very good. With the talent we have, our bench is strong. Guys like Sam Domingo coming off the bench, Cameron giving us big minutes. So I think we can be a very good team. Just got to continue to keep working.
I'm sure you've worked on free throws, and you're shooting every year in the off-season.
Yeah.
What was different this year? Why, I mean, it looks like your stroke is very consistent, and in the past, it wasn't always like that. What's happened? How did you manage to make this happen?
Man, I probably shot more balls this summer than I have ever. You know, just a lot of repetition and then just confidence. You know, you watch film, you notice, you know, that shots are there, the shots are open, and so, you know, mid-range has been a big emphasis, just trying to get to a comfortable spot in the mid-range and knock that down. So I think my confidence in my shot is through the roof right now, and just I think if you believe you can make shots, then that, you know, the ball will go in a lot more, and so just repetition and confidence.
Is your mindset and your confidence level at the foul line different now than in the past? Were you sitting there hoping to make them before and now pretty sure you're going to make them, or what's the difference?
Yeah, I think sometimes when you struggle at the line, it can kind of affect you. You start thinking about it too much instead of, you know, just walking to the line and taking a deep breath and shooting it. And so I think last year, you know, when I was struggling from the line, sometimes, you know, it can get to you. You start thinking about it. So this year, you know, I'm just, like I said, I have extreme confidence in my shot, you know, and I put the work in. And so I'm able to see the results. You know, starting off shooting well from the line, just got to continue to keep working and keep shooting well.
Did you have a daily regimen of how many you were going to take during the summer?
Not really a daily regimen. I mean, we were on kind of but we had to do like it was some weeks where we had we had to shoot a certain amount of shots. I think it was 3,000 or something like that, and then 1,500 free throws or 1,000 or something like that. So those type of things. But then also it's just I'm always in the gym, and whenever I'm getting a workout in, I shoot, and then I get to go to the free throws, perfect makes, just all this stuff just to improve my free throw shooting. So I've gotten a lot of free throws up. Been working at that in my shot a lot. So yeah, it shows.
Sam, and Ty's talking about confidence, and Conzo said that's a big thing with you is that confidence. And you haven't done much on offense yet, but being able to defend and distribute like you have, how much does that kind of build your confidence? Because when you hit that shot against Washington last year, things sort of took off for you. You're getting to that point a little earlier.
Oh, absolutely. I feel much more comfortable now than I did at the start of last year. Obviously, hitting the shot against Washington kind of helped me the rest of the year. But now I feel really comfortable and just kind of doing what I'm able to do. I feel much more comfortable, like Ty is, shooting the ball from the outside. We worked a lot together in the spring and the summer, even the fall, a lot of shooting, a lot of repetition. So I feel comfortable, and I feel comfortable attacking and making plays. So yeah, I'd definitely say that now, at this point, I'm much more confident than I was last year.
Tyrone, how comfortable are you when Sam comes in and takes over the point and you can move off the ball, which is where you have played also in the past? Is that working well for you to have that combination?
Oh yeah, it's great. You know, I have extreme confidence in Sam. He's one of my favorite players. He's a great player. I love his game. And so when I move over to the two, I know that you know, we're gonna be fine with Sam running the one. You know, he's gonna get us into the right spots, right sets. And he pushes in transition, and I can run the floor, and I know that he'll find me. So you know, he does a really good job of finding people. He doesn't really care about scoring. At times he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, but you know, he does a really good job, and so I'm proud of the work he's putting. This man works extremely hard. He's always in the gym also, and so I think, like, you know, when you're in the gym, you see that, you definitely see that improvement, and he has a right to be confident on the floor.
How do you feel going into both of you guys? How do you guys feel going into this tournament? It's kind of be like you guys are going to play San Diego State, who went to the tournament last year. How do you guys feel getting your feet wet with some good competition? I
think first we have to take care of business, you know, tomorrow, and then I don't know when our next game is after that, but I think we have to definitely take care of our business. We can't overlook and slip up, and you know, and so I think that's first, and then you know, when we get to play some of the teams that San Diego State's or whoever the other teams in the tournament may be, I think we'll be ready. I think we'll be excited and extremely locked in. You know, but we just have to take game by game, and I think we'll be fine.
Sam, playing away from you always play away from family, but playing away from family on Thanksgiving, that's got to be a little tougher.
Yeah, I'm used to it, but my dad and uncle are going out to Vegas as well as my best friend, so It'll be fun to play in front of some familiar faces, but nothing changes. It's been like that for the past 2 years.
Tyrone, after the game the other night, you got interviewed on the court by your old coach.
Yeah.
And Mike was really proud of you, you could tell. What was that like for you to have him telling everybody how pleased he was with the way your games progressed?
It was, I mean, I definitely felt the love. You know, I always appreciate talking to Coach Montgomery. You know, I was able to hear some of the stuff he said, and you know, and I was happy about it. You know, he's a great coach. Enjoyed him when he was here, and just to see him around and engage with him. I actually seen him outside of Haas a couple times. You know, walking around, but it's always good, you know, for your coach or your ex-coach, you know, to have good things to say about you, and so that's always a positive.
You said, Tyrone, you said, you know, Kobe is one of your influences growing up. Did you think, does your work ethic kind of come from like watching him being in LA and knowing about his work ethic at all?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to see how hard I mean, I know Kobe's worked hard, you know, but we don't get to see the day-to-day work that he puts in. But it's just kind of one of those unsaid, you know, or one of those things I said, and you don't even have to question it, you know, how hard he works. And, you know, I think, I mean, it may have an underlying impact, but I think, you know, I work because, you know, I want to be the best player I can be. You know, I see flaws in my game, and, you know, I hate when people can point out and say, oh, he can't do this, he can't do this. And so I use that as fuel, and that motivates me to get in the gym and correct the things that people think I can't do. You know, people always tell you what you can't do, but as long as you believe you can do it and you actively work in order to do and accomplish those things, then I think you'll be fine. So for me, it's all about trying to improve, you know, myself for the betterment of me and my team. And so I work hard because, you know, I want to get better.
And the thing that they said you couldn't do for a long time was shooting, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look into the stands, normally, you know, there used to be, you know, when Ivan was getting recruited, there were the big heads of Ivan. When you look over the stands, you see two big heads of this goofy looking guy over here. What's your reaction?
I mean, you know, I see that him and Domingo have some fat heads. I'm kind of jealous about that, you know. I'm like, man, aren't the seniors supposed to have fat heads? I mean,
You gotta get your
they
constituents
must
to
be
work on
they
that.
must be fan favorites. I gotta go out and do some more interacting with the fans or something. But no, you know, I've noticed that it's funny looking at it over from the side. You know, hopefully down the line I'll get a fat head too. You know, I have to talk to Sam about that.
We'll have to get him one. We'll have to get him one.
So who's putting those out? Is it the 85 guys?
Yeah.
That's
I
your,
gotta
your frat
join
guys?
API, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta be an honorary brother like him.
Yeah,
now.
they made it for Steven and I, and they hold it up now. So it's become a pretty big hit.